For his eyes are upon the way of a man, and he sees all his steps. A grey smog smothers the valley as brick pillars bellow the product of industry. The people exist in a manner similar to how the ashes linger on their clothes. They are filled with smoke and obsessed with only luxuries and chasing a grandeur that is only perceivable in their minds. From the crest of the valley, the gaze of Dr. Eckelberg's eyes envelops the valley and its inhabitants that go about their unvirtuous exploits. The aroma of Turkish coffee penetrates the senses in Mikhaili's shop. The smell is accompanied by the loud roar of a grinder. "Get me a black," said a towering Tom Buchanan. Michaelis didn't even bother to look up. He instinctively headed to the back and opened the pantry for Tom's special ground. Michaelis realized he was running low, but nonetheless he made a fresh spot for his premier patron, Mr. Buchanan. "So what is a guy like you doing in a place like this?" said Michaelis as he observed Tom take a sip. Tom momentarily choking on his coffee before muttering a rushed answer, "Waiting for someone." Michaelis did not press Tom any further as Tom paid for his coffee and slipped Michaelis a little something extra. Michaelis sighed at the vacancy of his now empty coffee shop and looked out the window, only to meet the gaze of Dr. Eckelberg. The silence of the shop was abruptly broken by the sound of yelling in Wilson's store next door. Giving up on the hope of any more customers, Michaelis closed up shop to head over to make sure everything was all right. Michaelis pressed his ear to Wilson's door to hear an argument unfolding. The voices sounded muffled, but Michaelis decided not to knock. That same moment as he turned to walk home, the door swung open and the dark figure known as George Wilson emerged. "Hey, Michaelis, how are you doing?" said George, stumbling on his words. "Oh, I was just walking by. I saw Tom earlier today." "Tom! Tom's a good friend of mine. He's such a gentleman to my wife, Myrtle." "He's mighty reluctant to selling me that car of his, though," said George. "So how is the wife doing, Wilson?" said Michaelis. "She's busy," answers Wilson hesitantly. Michaelis, not wanting to get involved, replied, "Good, good." After a moment of awkward silence, Michaelis waved goodbye and went about his day. In the solitude of his coffee shop, Michaelis stares into the clairvoyant eyes of Dr. Eckelberg. Suddenly, a flashy yellow car zooms by, and Michaelis can only dream of owning a car like that. The scream of a woman pierces the quiet night and echoes throughout the valley and is heard by all, not just the all-seeing eye.